Hey, and welcome to the Empire of Austria-Hungary, the greatest empire ever to grace this world. Well, what's left of that project after the empire's failures in the Great War, and it's not much. But for once, we're not playing as Hungary to do this. No, we're playing as Austria itself in base game Hearts of Iron 4. You surprisingly cannot form Austria-Hungary as Austria, but in this mod, the New Ways mod, you can. And it's all rather cute. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Being cute as Austria, doing our own thing, making friends in Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and the Balkans. Finally showing everybody why we got together in the first place. But even with all this wholesomeness and making out, we're still missing one very, very important thing. No. Hey, if you want to support me on Patreon, that really helps me make these videos and those mods. But what we're really missing are some good beats, so let's get a great song. So, potatoes. First things first. Shivers. We'll do this focus here, discuss the establishment of the monarchy, a special alternative path to the generic focus tree. It's kind of weird how it's part of the generic focus tree, but I'm sure it'll make sense soon. It takes a while though. It's a bit longer than a regular focus, 35 days longer. We'll wait for that to finish while just doing some generic industry stuff. Be funny if Hungary goes for their Austria-Hungary path too, but it takes them a lot longer to go down it. Or yes, it's not that much longer. It's actually the same amount of time. Yeah, that's why it takes us 105 days for each of these focuses, so it's the exact amount of time it takes Hungary to do their 4 focuses. And the nobles are dissatisfied with Otto's liberalism, so we will ignore them. Okay, the nobles were actually serious about not being happy with Otto, so they're gonna start a civil war. This is kind of bizarre. We need to do that path next time, right? Luckily, we can encircle one of their divisions right now, which will give us an advantage. Okay, well, we got 2 of their divisions, so that should end the civil war pretty fast here. And since this happened, we get to go into war economy, so it's not all bad. Here we are, Otto's back in power. We have a new focus tree that's pretty big, including making a pan-European Union, I think. And there we go. The Habsburg Empire is united with 5 divisions, which isn't very much, but also we're the monarchist ideology too, since monarchism and neutrality are separate in this mod. We also need to prepare for Germany to maybe attack us. That still could happen. Germany is guaranteeing the independence of Manchukuo, which is weird. I don't really know why they're doing that. There must be some event. Maybe Manchukuo can ask for a guarantee, but I don't know why they would want a German guarantee. And so we have an alternate political and conquest tree. Well, it might not even be conquest. We'll see what happens. We'll do the Austrian Crown Lands focus, claim everything, and then begin dealing with everybody. Like, we have Austria here too, but you know, we are Austria. Nice, we can have some media events about the monarch, how he's doing his day-to-day life. It's great propaganda. Makes a country very stable hearing about everything he does. Monarchism is falling in Hungary, so we should do this as fast as possible. This focus will increase popularity there by 20%, then it will be above 50, and then they should get annexed. There's also very high monarchy support in Yugoslavia and Romania. Well, you know, I shouldn't be surprised considering they're both monarchies. I don't know why I said it like that, but obviously they have a lot of monarchist support. And since they had so much monarchist support, the people voted to rejoin, and Austria-Hungary is back. Well, just called the Habsburg Empire, but I'm sure we can name it Austria-Hungary eventually. Now, if we can integrate Yugoslavia and Romania, then dealing with Czechoslovakia won't be a big deal because those are the only 2 countries guaranteeing them. I guess we'll do Yugoslavia and see what happens. The nice thing about this mod though is in vanilla it's kind of RNG whether Austria and Czechoslovakia join, but in this mod it's just based on monarchist support, which makes things much more simple. Problem with vanilla is there is no specific ideology for monarchism, so it's complicated. So for Czechoslovakia, I have 2 choices. I can either invade them, which would include invading Romania. Alternatively, I can make my intelligence agency, the HR Hoi4 and then send them to Czechoslovakia to start increasing their monarchist support, which is already rising, so it's only a matter of time before they'll accept our offer. And this mod gives you a lot of operatives, so we will definitely be able to raise monarchist support fast in Czechoslovakia. And now we will go for the University of Vienna as fast as possible here to get another research slot so that we don't fall behind in technology. And then by the time we complete that focus, we should have enough monarchist support from all of our spies to integrate Czechoslovakia in a peaceful referendum where actually 50% of the people want to be in the Austrian Empire. In addition to the monarchist ideology, there's a custom anarchist ideology, so the Aragonese communes are extra cool. Okay, so we're almost done with this focus, but I unfortunately have to cancel it and do this focus here because Czechoslovakia has the needed monarchist support, but it's decreasing fast, so we're gonna hurry and do that. And Czechoslovakia is ours, though Germany may demand some of their territory. I'm sure that we will manage to resist them, especially once we have Yugoslavia back under our control, which we'll go down there right now. Our army is big enough that we should be able to beat them with all the Czech and Slovak divisions. So we could negotiate with Yugoslavia to get a little bit of territory, but no, that's not what we'll be doing right now. We will have to put a small defensive force on the border with Romania because they're guaranteeing Yugoslavia, but it doesn't really matter too much. We're going after Romania next anyways, and our forces should be strong enough that we can beat them both. And because of a secret event we get to, Bulgaria joins in with us to get some of their claims, so that makes it all the easier. There's also the weird Albanian civil war, because if you don't know, Albania has a very complicated focus tree that's bigger than the Austria-Hungary focus tree. And Bulgaria capitulated, but that's all the better because now in the peace deal we'll take Bulgaria too. We've now finally researched things like artillery and some tanks, and we'll have motorized soon, which it's kind of terrible that we don't start with motorized. And here we are, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. Have the correct name now. We can create a faction and then attack Italy and puppet them, attack Germany and puppet them, and then return the Romanovs to power in Russia. Which I don't really know why we would return the Romanovs to power after our invasion into Russia was what made them lose power, probably the primary reason there. So, it's an interesting choice, I'll say. And Yugoslavia is down. That leaves only Romania, and since Romania took out Bulgaria, that means Bulgaria is packaged in the deal. It's quite worth it. We could have pieced out with Yugoslavia to get a puppet state, but that's not quite what I want. I guess we can get peace with Macedonia. That's not bad. We can even give them the other Macedonian territories and they can just be a Macedonian client state. And here we are. In a matter of about 2 years, we went from Austria to the Austro-Hungarian Empire at its greatest extent. I don't even know where we go now. I guess to Italy? Oh, Ethiopia's still alive. They're distracted properly. We don't have a fleet though, unfortunately. And here we go. We'll recruit a general, a random one real quick, and then we will attack Italy. Hopefully fast enough to save Ethiopia. So nice, we've now taken out Italy. Italy is now the Kingdom of Italy, led by Vic, who I don't know why we put him in charge too. I don't think he likes us either. Also, we gave the Pope all of Latium, and in return he has blessed Otto von Habsburg. Our nation is now overpowered because we get plus 0.2% stability and war support every week. We also now control Libya, and Ethiopia is in our faction, the Holy Alliance. So the Germans are asking for all the oil we produce in return for a guarantee of independence. But if you look at our industries, they should be the ones asking for a guarantee from us, so I refuse. Yeah, we're going to go restore Wilhelm to power soon, our good old friend. So we're doing a very important focus to return Andorra to the Holy Alliance. I guess, yeah, they'll be a great help to us, this tiny state. 0 factories and 0 divisions. We are going to finally attack Germany, though, and return Wilhelm to power, so this should be fun. I don't know how powerful they'll be. Our infantry divisions are very good, so... And Yemen really wants wants to join our faction, but I don't want to get involved with all of these countries. This is pretty slow and brutal, but we got our first encirclement. We maybe could break this tile too if we take this supply hub, so we'll have to see what happens. I have my elite fighting force. These divisions all have flame medium tanks in them, so they're the best of the best. I probably could add them to every division in this army too, so we'll slowly start adding medium tanks to everybody. And the US keeps giving us Lend-Lease, so that's very nice. This is an offensive war on our part, remember, but you know, FDR, he just loves the Habsburgs. And we finally broken them. We're moving forward pretty fast. We have flame tanks in most of our divisions, and the game is really slow right now. And Hermann is almost ready to give up. 99% towards capitulation. I don't know if Norway and Finland will be in it. No, yeah. I'm fine with this though. It would be a pain to naval invade them. There. And now we have a puppet German empire, just kind of in Prussia a little bit. I guess we could go into Poland and take some back, but Poland's in the Chinese United Front and I don't really want to get involved there. Yep, that's where I'm going to leave it off for today. We have a nice Holy Alliance, and the best part is that Ethiopia is in it with us, which makes it very nice and comfy, and I'll see you all next time.